13 September 2020 Madhuban Avyakta Bab Dada Om Shanti Revised 22nd March 1986. Murli's title is Purity is the foundation of happiness, peace and joy. Today Bab Dada is looking at all his children from everywhere who have holiness and happiness. At no other time in this whole drama can there be a gathering of so many children of such a large number who have the speciality of being both holy and happy. Nowadays, people are given the titles of His Holiness or His Highness. But if you look at the practical proof of that purity and greatness are not visible. Bab Dada was looking to see where else a gathering of such great and pure souls could take place. Every child has the determined thought to become pure, not just in their actions but definitely to become pure in all three thoughts, words, and deeds. Nowhere else can anyone have this elevated and determined thought to become pure. Nowhere else can it be everlasting. Nowhere else can it be easy. However, all of you consider it very easy to imbibe purity. This is because you have received knowledge from Bab Dada, and with the power of knowledge you have recognized that the original and eternal form of I, the soul, is pure. Because you have become aware of your original and eternal form, this awareness makes you powerful and enables you to experience everything to be easy. You now know that your real form is in fact of purity. The form of the influence of bad company is of impurity. Therefore, it has become easy to adopt the reality. You have received knowledge of your original religion, your original home, your father, and your original form and actions. So, because you have the power of knowledge, that difficult thing has become extremely easy. Even those souls of today who are called great souls consider that thing to be impossible and unnatural. Whereas you pure souls have experienced that impossibility to be so easy. Is it easy or difficult to adopt purity? You can issue a challenge to the whole world that purity is your original form. Because of the power of purity, where there is purity, there is automatically peace and happiness. Purity is the foundation. Purity is said to be the mother of peace and happiness, its children. So, where there is a purity, there is automatically peace and happiness. That is why you are also happy. You can never be unhappy. You are those who remain constantly happy. When you are holy, you are also definitely happy. The sign of pure souls is that they are always happy. So, Bab Dada was seeing how many pure souls whose intellects have faith are sitting here. People of the world are running around for peace and happiness. But the foundation of peace and happiness is purity. Because they don't know about that foundation. Because the foundation of purity is not strong, they only attain temporary peace and happiness. They have it one moment and not the next. Without purity, it is impossible to attain permanent peace or happiness. All of you have adopted the foundation. This is why you don't have to run around for peace and happiness. peace and happiness themselves automatically come to pure souls, just as children automatically go to their mother. No matter how much you try to separate them, they will still go to their mother. So, the mother of peace and happiness is purity. Where there is a purity, there is automatically peace, happiness, and joy. So, what have you become? Emperors of the land without sorrow? You are not emperors of this old world, but emperors of the land without sorrow. This Brahmin family is without any sorrow. That is, it is a world of happiness. So you have become emperors of this world of happiness, emperors of the land without sorrow. You are also His Holiness, are you not? Each of you has a crown and also a throne. What more is lacking? It is such a beautiful crown. The crown of light is a symbol of purity, and you are seated on Babdada's heart throne. So, the crowns of the emperors of the land without sorrow are unique, and your throne is also unique. Your sovereignty is unique, and you emperors are also unique. Seeing all human souls running around so much nowadays, Babdada feels mercy for those children. They continue to make so much effort. Effort means running around. They make a lot of effort, but with what attainment? There will be happiness, but with happiness they will also have received sorrow from something or other. If nothing else, then together with temporary happiness, there will also be two other things, worry and fear. So, where there is a worry, there cannot be restfulness. Where there is a fear, there cannot be peace. So, together with happiness, there are also those causes of sorrow and peacelessness. Whereas all of you have found the solution to the causes of sorrow, you have now become embodiments of solutions who find solutions to all problems. Problems come as toys to play with you. They come to play with you and not to make you afraid. You are not those who became afraid, are you? Where you have the treasure of all powers as your birthright. What could be lacking? You are full, are you not? There are no problems in front of someone who is a master almighty authority. If an ant is trampled under the foot of an elephant, would it be noticed? So, those problems are also like ants in front of you Maharathis. By considering everything to be a game, you will remain happy. Then, no matter how big a situation is, it will become small. What game are children made to play with their intellects nowadays? If you were to ask children to do arithmetic, they would get fed up, but they would very happily do their maths as a game. So, for all of you too, problems are like ants, are they not? Where there are the powers of purity, peace and happiness, there cannot be any waves of sorrow or peacelessness even in your dreams. Sorrow and peacelessness do not have the courage to come in front of powerful souls. Pure souls are souls who remain constantly cheerful. Always keep this in your awareness. You have now moved away from the many types of webs of confusion, stumbling, sorrow and peacelessness, because there isn't the sorrow of even one thing. Even one sorrow brings along all its progeny. However, you have moved away from those webs. You consider yourself to be so fortunate, do you not? Today, those from Australia are sitting here. Babdada always speaks of the specialities of those from Australia for their tapasya and attitude of being great donors. The tapasya of deep love for constantly serving continue to give fruit to you tapasvi souls and many other souls. Seeing the method and expansion according to the land, Babdada is extra pleased. Australia is extraordinary anyway. Everyone there very quickly develops the attitude of renunciation for the sake of doing service. This is why so many centers have been opened. There is the thought, just as we have received fortune, we now have to create fortune for others. To have a determined thought is tapasya. So, with the method of renunciation and tapasya, you are progressing. The motive of doing service finishes many different limited feelings. Renunciation and tapasya have been the basis for success. Do you understand? You have the power of the gathering. One says something and the other one did it. It is not that one says something and the other one says that it is not possible. A gathering would become split through that. One says something and the other one becomes cooperative with enthusiasm and puts it into a practical form. That is the power of the gathering. There is also a good gathering of Pandavas. They never get involved in you or I. They simply say Baba, Baba, and situations finish. Conflict only arises when you get caught up in you or I, or in mine and yours. When you keep the Father in front of you, no obstacles can come in front of you. You are the souls who constantly experience being free from obstacles and who experience the stage of flying at the fast speed. The stage of being free from obstacles over a long period of time is a strong stage. Those who are repeatedly influenced by obstacles weaken their foundation. Souls who remain free from obstacles over a long period of time are themselves powerful, and they also make others powerful because they have a strong foundation. When anything that has been broken is glued back together, it becomes weak. Souls who have been powerful and free from obstacles over a long period of time also become free from obstacles and the end and pass with honor and go into the first division. So constantly, definitely aim to experience the stage of being free from obstacles over a long period of time. Do not think that even though an obstacle came, you were able to finish it and that it therefore does not matter. By repeatedly having to finish obstacles when they come, your time and energy are wasted. If you use that time and energy for doing a service, you will accumulate multi-million fold return of one. This is why souls who have been free from obstacles over a long period of time are worshipped as destroyers of obstacles. The title of being a destroyer of obstacles belong to worthy of worship souls. I am a worthy of worship soul who is a destroyer of obstacles. By having this awareness, you will constantly remain free from obstacles and continue to fly in the flying stage and also make others fly. Do you understand? You have destroyed your own obstacles, but you also have to be a destroyer of obstacles for others. Look, you have found such an instrument soul, means Dr. Nirmala, who from the beginning has never faced an obstacle. She has always been loving and detached. She does remain a little strict, but this is also essential. If you did not have such a strict teacher, there would not have been such expansion. This is also essential, just as bitter medicine is necessary for curing an illness. In the same way, according to the drama, you are definitely colored by the color of the instrument souls. Just as she became an instrument for service as soon as she came, so too as soon as souls go to Australia, they become instruments for the service of opening centers. Expansion is brought about over all of Australia and the places in connection with it with this vibration of the feeling of renunciation. Those who have tapasya and renunciation are elevated souls. All of you souls are fast effort makers, but although you are effort makers, specialities too definitely cast their influence. Everyone is at this time becoming complete. No one has as yet received the certificate of having become complete. However, you have come close to perfection. It is number wise. Some have come very close and others are ahead or behind number wise. Those from Australia are lucky. The speed of renunciation is enabling you to attain your fortune. The Shakti army is very much loved by Bab Dada because you have courage. Where there is a courage, help from Bab Dada is constantly with you. You are those who constantly remain content. Are you not? Contentment is the basis of success. All of you are contented souls, and so success is your birthright. Do you understand? Those from Australia are nearest and dearest, and this is why there is an extra right over them. Acha. Question and answers from Avyakta Murlis. Question: when will the name of the Shakti army be glorified in the world? Answer: when there is the collective practice of a constant and stable state and of being stable in one pure thought. In a gathering, not a single person should have another thought. When everyone practices being observed in one and remains stable in the one pure thought of being bodiless, the name of the Shakti army will then be glorified in the world. Next question. On what basis are soldiers victorious on the battlefield in a physical war? When will your drums for victory beat? Answer: when army soldiers go onto a battlefield, they begin shooting on just one order. On just one order, they simultaneously surround the opposition and only then are they victorious. In the same way, only when everyone in the spiritual army, in a collective way, all together become stable in a constant state in a second, with just a signal will the drums of victory beat. Next question. Which of the Father's order should you be ever ready to follow so that the iron-edged mountain can be lifted? Answer. The Father would give just this order. Everyone becomes stable in a constant and stable stage in 1 second. When everyone's thoughts become merged in the one thought, the iron-edged mountain will then be lifted. That 1 second will be a second that lasts for eternity. Not that you become stable in a second and then come down. Next question. What is the responsibility of each Brahmin child? Answer. To cooperate with the whole gathering to become stable in a constant and stable stage is the responsibility of each Brahmin. You always have good wishes and pure feelings to continue to try and give ignorant soul the enlightenment of knowledge. In the same way, in order to enable this divine gathering to become stable in a constant and stable stage and to increase the power of the gathering, make effort to have good wishes for one another in various ways. Make plans for this. Do not become complacent and think I am fine by myself. Next question. What is the speciality of God's knowledge? Answer. The power of the gathering is the speciality of God's knowledge. The speciality of Brahmin gatherings continues in a practical way in the deity form as one religion, one kingdom and one direction. Next question. Complete transformation in which one aspect will bring completion and perfection close. Answer. Each one has one main sanskar of body consciousness, which you all refer to as nature. Do not let the slightest trace of that sanskar remain. Transform that sanskar of yours and imbibe Babdada's sanskar. This is the last effort. Next question. On what basis will Babdada's revelation take place? Answer. When Babdada's sanskars are visible in each one, copy Babdada's sanskar and become equal to him, and time and energy will be saved and you will then easily be able to reveal the Babdada. On the path of devotion, they just have the saying, wherever I look, I see only you. But you can see Babdada's sanskar in whoever you look at here. Blessing. May you be a charitable soul who has self-respect by renouncing any trace of bossiness. Explanation. Children who have self-respect are bestowers who give everyone respect. A bestower means one who is merciful. He would not have even the slightest thought of bossiness towards any soul. Why is this like this? You should not have done this. It should not be like this. Does knowledge say this? All of these are traces of bossiness in a subtle form. However, charitable souls who have self-respect will uplift those who have fallen and will make them cooperative. They can never think that one is suffering from consequences of his own karma, or that anyone who does something will definitely receive the result of it and should fall. You children cannot have such thoughts. Slogan: the specialities of contentment and happiness enable you to experience the flying stage. Om Shanti.